7 things that I wish I knew when I started lifting. If someone would have told me these tips when I first started training, I definitely would have seen results a lot faster. As I'm sharing the tips, I will be overlaying my most recent upper body workout. Moving into the first thing that I wish I knew before I started lifting, and that is you don't need to be going to the gym 6 days per week to see results. Back when I first started training, I used to train all week and then have Sunday off. With the knowledge I have now, all you need to go to the gym is 3 to 4 days per week, ensuring that you've got the right intensity, you're being consistent, you're prioritizing progressive overload, and most importantly, that you're prioritizing recovery. And that will be enough to ensure that you build good quality muscle and build a solid physique. Back when I was training 6 days per week, I found it really difficult to do anything else apart from going to the gym and going to work. So I felt locked in at certain points, and this is not what fitness is about. Fitness is a lifestyle and it needs to be something that complements your life. So with going 3 to 4 days per week, you can balance having a social life, you're prioritizing your fitness, and also as well you're building a solid physique. Having the right balance with going to the gym 3 to 4 days per week, this is going to make you feel a lot more motivated to go to the gym week to week. So you're going to be more consistent, and consistency is the key to real results. The second thing that I wish someone would have told me earlier is that progress isn't always linear. Back when I was training 6 days per week, I was expecting weekly gains. More weight, more sets, more strength. However, progress doesn't go like that. You need to be going to the gym consistently week to week. Some days you're going to feel great and the bar's going to feel super light. And some other weeks and some other sessions, the bar's going to feel really, really heavy. But as long as that progress is going on an upward curve slowly, you are moving in the right direction. The key thing to take away here is to look at your progress month to month, not week to week. Trust your program and stay consistent and let time work its magic. Real strength is built over a period of many months and years, not just over a week of workouts. If you're finding the video useful, please like, comment and consider subscribing. It really helps the algorithm promote the video to help others. The third thing that I wish someone would have told me earlier is you don't need to bulk to build muscle. One of the biggest fitness myths that I believe when I first started training is that you need to be eating a large calorie surplus to build muscle. I was having the mass gainers, the shakes that are upsetting my tummy. I was pretty much eating anything possible because I was thinking that as long as I get the calories into my body, then I'm building consistent muscle. The truth is you can build muscle without bulking. Working out your calorie maintenance levels and staying around a 200 to 300 calorie surplus is the best way to go. This will eliminate all of the frustration that you have with bulking and then having to lean down. With this consistent approach over a sustained period of time, you will be able to build consistent muscle. If you don't know what your calorie maintenance level is, you can go onto Google, type in calorie calculator, click on the top link, fill out your information. Once you have that calorie maintenance level number, to ensure that you are building muscle without bulking, make sure that you stay in and around your calorie maintenance level, or as I've mentioned, a slight surplus, so 200 to 300 calories. This will mean that you'll pretty much be lean all year round, and this is a lot more sustainable instead of blowing up, getting super bulky, and then having to go through the frustration of going through the cutting phase. Moving on to the fourth thing that I wish I knew earlier, and that is supplements are not magic. Supplements can assist, but they are not a shortcut. Whey protein can help hit your protein goals, creatine can support strength and power, and caffeine can boost your focus and performance. However, that's about it. Most other products that you see advertised are pretty much overhyped, and when you take these supplements, you're not going to see the results that you expect. You need to really nail down the basics, such as getting enough sleep, going to the gym consistently 3 to 4 days per week, prioritizing the right intensity, and progressive overload. If you're training inconsistently and your diet is not on point, no supplement will save you. Master the basics first. Supplements should supplement your routine, not replace the fundamentals of your training program. Moving on to the fifth thing that I wish I knew earlier, and that is cardio is not the enemy. Back when I first started training, I used to think to myself that if I'd done quite a lot of cardio, then it would burn all of my gains. However, this is a complete myth. You don't need to run a marathon, but implementing some form of cardio into your training program is completely essential. It could be running, cycling, rowing. It could even be a conditioning circuit. This will support your recovery and help with burning fat, which will help you look leaner, which in fact will make you look a lot more muscular. Doing cardio consistently will also support you with your heavy compound lifts in the gym, such as your squat, deadlift, and your bench, so you won't feel as winded. And this is going to help you in everyday life, doing your life admin, but more importantly, it's going to support you when you want to go out and, for example, go and play football or go and play golf, play tennis, something that's not in the gym. So it's going to definitely help you in all aspects of your training. Moving on to the sixth thing that I wish I knew earlier, and that is the scales don't tell the whole story. Back when I was skinny, when I first started training, I had an idea in my mind that I wanted to weigh a particular weight. Once I would get to that number, everything would be fine. I would have completed it and I'd be happy with my physique. Over time, what I've realized is that your weight doesn't matter. Even nowadays, I rarely check my weight. And the main reason for that is I go completely on how I look in the mirror and how my clothes feel. So I'm not completely tied to a number on the scale. With doing this alternative approach, instead of being obsessed with the numbers on the scale, you start to become free with your progress in the gym. You start to look at your body in the mirror and you start to visually look at what you're happy with in terms of how you look. And this will take you away from this whole conception that I need to be a particular weight to be happy with myself. It's always best to go on how you look and how you feel, and that will lead you down the right path in terms of having a healthy relationship with your body. And the seventh and final thing that I wish I knew earlier is you don't need a perfect split to see progress. Back when I first started training, I used to change my programs on a consistent basis in hopes that one program would make me see more results than the other. It's really simple. All you need to do is just show up consistently with all the other tips that I've shared in this video, and you will see the results that you want. You just need to be patient and give yourself some time. And there you go, guys. There's 7 things that I wish I knew when I first started lifting. If you found the video useful, please like, comment, and consider subscribing. If it's helpful, I have also posted up another video on how to build a bigger chest from home. I'll put a link down in the description. Hope this was useful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.